Take two. Um, well, I stumbled upon some thoughts that they were in take one. Anyway, it's now Monday, September 27th, and yeah, I don't know what to think. So I'm trying not to, and that's been unsuccessful. I slept for a few hours, kind of. I have today off from work, so the only thing I have to debate is whether I'm going for a jog in a little bit or not, with the sunrise. Hopefully it's nicer than the last one, which was kind of cloudy, but still. So I'm not sure how to feel. I feel a little bit numb, sad, like I've hurt myself and hurt somebody else, but I really didn't want to. Maybe I've disappointed them too, for not getting it. I really wanted to. I wanted to understand the way they understand it, or the way they meant it, or how they meant what they meant. And, like it was not for me, not about me, nothing to do with me, and none of my business. And I think somewhere in there, sometimes there was something in it that was about me or for me, or referencing something, but I can't, dissect what is or isn't about who, because I could see like referencing. It's like I don't have the background lexicon, and I don't have the keys. So I made a lot of inferences and deductions and assumptions that favored the reality that I wanted to construct. And thought I was doing it as because it was something that, I was interested in pursuing or investigating, thinking that maybe it was something they were too. How noble of me. How noble. But I really don't know much about being myself and living this life as I am, or how anybody else is. So I approach carefully. Again, how noble of me. And it's like I just appreciate, well, maybe this is how they do things. I don't know what's normal. Maybe this is how they interact with the world. And it seemed like it was, and I was, responding, and it seemed like they were responding, and I would respond, and they would respond, and over the course of bridges of time, and it seemed like a conversation. It seemed like it, but I might have just been, again, reading into it stuff that just wasn't there, and if it was there, it wasn't for me. So it's really nice, but it turns out, maybe, I'm not sure, my entire construction was not accurate. That was not intentional. I didn't set out to frustrate. I didn't set out to cause stress or be a detriment. My writing was there to try to engage and entertain, to respond, to give feedback. I thought it was, and then without getting responses back to it, it's like, it was just being tolerated, maybe. I don't know. Because, and I thought, well, maybe that's, the lack of responses. It's like, well, maybe that's just, they have nothing to say, or they don't want to say, or they'll respond in other ways. It'll be inside of something else. That's their response. They don't have to respond so explicitly. So, and I guess that's the reminder for myself. It's like I needed more information, direct information, explicit information. That's where, I came up, and because I'd been debating it for a long time. It's not like out of nowhere. And I was just looking and reading into what I thought was there, and decided that it was, well, this is a good time to reveal. Like, I thought it was already kind of clear, but maybe, I don't know. People tell themselves whatever they want to believe, just like I tell myself. I don't think I revealed anything it shouldn't have been a surprise, I don't think. But maybe I put it across in a bad way. I don't know what anybody else's sensitivities are, and what things, So, and I'm still, like I say, I'm not sure. That was over a day ago now, and it's like I'm kind of thinking that I'm wrong. But then I'm still trying to figure out, well, maybe I'm wrong about being wrong. And then maybe I'm wrong about being wrong about being wrong. And it just goes on and on. And now I'm just kind of, I'll just hide and I'll just do nothing. Because I am afraid to say anything. Because it could be making things worse. Maybe. That's not my intention. And maybe that doesn't count. I don't know. And it's like, I really, it's like I put my thoughts and my feelings and my beliefs into my own writing in my own space. Maybe the only wrong in it was to, I used a picture that they had created a long time ago. And, I liked it. Is that wrong? Was that an offense? Was that a trespass, a violation, an insult? I thought I used it well. Treated it with respect. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't understand and I used it. It wasn't for me. It had nothing about me. And I used it in a way that disgraced it. Sullied the work. That was the offense. Maybe. I'm just grasping. It's like, I'd like to be yelled at. To an instructional yelling. And yeah, it would hurt my feelings, and yeah, I would be, upset. But instead, I'm not going to write for a while. And I'm definitely not going to write on anything of theirs. Not, comments and all that. No, I'm not going to do that unless it's calling, or specifically, like where it's like no doubt. But I don't need to, if I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see. I'd like to be wrong, but just what I read and how I read it, because I'm used to reading things. I'm used to being wrong. So I'm reading it the way I read it, based on my long history of being wrong about everything. And it's like, it makes me feel like the victim, so I get to feel okay, because I'm the victim. How noble of me. And that right there also is me doing the thing where I'm playing both parts. Or something. I don't know what even that is. I'm trying to feel better somehow. Maybe it's an apology when I don't know what I'm apologizing for. So, but at the end of the day, I still feel what I feel, and I still think what I think, and I still believe what I believe, and it's not a bad thing, even if it's not wanted. And if it hurts somebody else to know that other people feel feelings about them, that they don't like them to feel feelings about them, or to think thoughts about them, they don't like people to think thoughts about them, then I can respect that. Minus, if I have a problem not sharing any personal thoughts about them, or feelings about them, or beliefs about them, if I have a problem containing my thoughts, feelings, and beliefs in direct regards to their personal being, then that's a problem. If I cannot respect their wishes, then that's when I need to go away, because I will undoubtedly make the mistake again, where I will, for a time, just kind of lay back, collect myself, heal from my own self-inflicted trauma, let myself feel better, let myself get off the hook, and then I'll start to fabricate and construct a brand new reality that includes me, that allows me to be relative to the situation as it, whatever, as time goes on, gives me some place, and I will just insert myself into whatever's going on, and I will read myself into whatever, and eventually it'll be another place where I get confused, and I'll ask for a reality check, and it'll be totally out of the blue and catch them off guard, and we'll be back to here, and I won't have learned anything, and I will have hurt feelings again, if that is the case of what is happening, because so it leaves very little options. I like to keep in touch a little bit just to be able to see that they're still doing okay. But it's like definitely it's not about me. Yeah. So, and I guess this time there is that right there, in advance. It's just right there. It's like, okay. So that's just been said. It's been put out there. And I have permission to do whatever I want. Go live a life. Go do whatever. Go meet other people. Go write for other people. Go make the world better somehow. Just do something. But go, 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 go. Away from here. Well, I got a lot out of the experience. I wouldn't trade it. I really wouldn't. I just... It is unfortunate that I don't have... Maybe, is this how it is for everybody? Or is it specific to me to not feel like I have the capacity to understand what other people are trying to tell me in the way that they're trying to tell me? Like, I'm learning something, but I'm not learning what they want me to learn. Or I'm paying attention, but I'm not paying attention to the right stuff. I'm not getting the message intended. I'm getting a message, but it's not, so, again, it's not intentional, and I don't mean to frustrate. It's like, it's frustrating to them. Imagine, it's, and I know they know, because they have their whole, it's not just me. So, and even then, like right now, they might be really angry or, hurt. And maybe that's just like, maybe that's just temporary. I have to process my idiocy, or I don't know what you want to call it. I don't want to insult myself. Maybe I'm supposed to. I don't know. Self-derogatory. I insult myself enough. I don't need to pity myself too much. So, but I really haven't done anything wrong. I admitted my thoughts and feelings and beliefs and put them out there. And stated my intents and motives clearly. It could just be seen as a comedy of errors or a tragedy of circumstance. It's nothing personal, except that it is. So, I'm sorry about stuff, but I don't know what, and that doesn't really carry much weight. And I can say that I'm learning, I can say that I'm sorry, and I can say this or that or the other. And that doesn't mean anything unless I can say that I'll never do it again. But I can't say that. It's like saying I'll unfeel. It's like I'll just stop feeling. Or I'll stop thinking the way I do, or stop being the way I am. I can't unbe how it is the way I am. And if the way I am is, it's going to continue. So, I can make fine-tune adjustments, but I can never think more like how, it might be desirable for me to be able to think in order to not cause problems. I can be pitied. I can pity myself, or I can be pitied by others for my general obliviousness to how it is things are in reality, because I have my own little whatever it is, which somehow is okay for me, I guess. So I'm sorry for confusion, stress. And so it's like, I will go away. That is something I can do. That is within my power. Just unfriend. And I'll make sense. I'll tell myself whatever I need to tell myself. I will be okay. Because I always am. Because I take care of myself. So, let me be the villain. And aren't I so noble? What does that mean? What am I trying to do when I do that? I know. I'm trying to play the pariah, the misunderstood pariah, or what's the word? Like something about crucifying. Like I'm sacrificing my own feelings in order to preserve somebody else's, well-being and sanity, when I'm still non-altruistically trying to protect myself. Maybe. Whereas I think I'm trying to let myself be hated in order to let them forgive. And it's really confusing. Is it altruism? Is it sacrifice? Is it self-degradation? Is it self-pity? When I was doing the writing, it felt right. It felt good. I felt good writing it. It felt real. It felt valid. It felt true. And I was glad to do it. And I would do it again. Because I might not be right, but I am not wrong. And that doesn't excuse anything or make everything okay. But it gives a little bit of insight into how this mind operates. And like I say, it's not going to get any better. So, maybe I'm supposed to be more upset. Maybe I'm supposed to be angry. I don't know how people react to things. I really hope I'm wrong about being wrong. And all this is just me being confused again, because I have no experience with this kind of stuff, really. Everything just always is, just me misunderstanding everything. How I managed to survive is anybody's guess. So, and again, don't feel sorry for me. I got myself here. else did it. They're my choices. I'm trying to make better choices, but I still make mistakes. And I don't mean to drag anybody else into it. So, but I won't run away either. If I need to be yelled at, I'll be yelled at. And I won't automatically just hide stuff or deny it. No, I own it. I'm responsible for it. I don't have to like it. But there'd be the wrong in it if I, tried to explain it or defend it or twist it to take on different meaning. No, it meant what I meant. So, I can't imagine if I was actually somehow, which is becoming really difficult, if I was somehow actually right at some point. And it's like, I was like right for even just a little bit of time. I was writing in sync. And then somewhere along the line, I can't imagine. That's where it's like I want to imagine, so I do imagine. And that's where I have to start making stretch, making beeps. Those assumptions. For a person I don't even know, that I've never talked to. I should probably stay off the internet. It's a really good resource, but I don't seem to be capable of communicating very well, at least in this particular sort of format. I'm trying to find the lesson, and besides the lesson of just going away. But I was never asked to go away, and I even asked. It's like, please tell me if I'm... And I wasn't told. So I was like hinting directly at, and maybe it wasn't read. But I was like, I even asked more recently, just a few weeks ago. Not that it puts any blame on anybody else. What? Again, it's just messed up. And on top of heartache, I add more heartache. And on top of this, I add more of this. So it's like, this is where I was just like, and I don't think these are looked at, so that's good. This is like my private domain of misery. So I'll be going in like 17 seconds. But like I say, I'll be alright. I wish there was something I could do to make it better.